it's like you know what I'm about, baby.
All right, you guys, welcome to the pile selection, the group and the card selection. So group number one, we're going to start with you. You guys got this card called Turning In. Hopefully you can see it. But this card gives me vibes of like, if you just connect with spirit, you might get some downloads, some messages, some information that might make it easy for you to let go of what happened between you and this person or these people and to forgive them and, you know, move forward. That's for you guys, group number one. Group number two, we got receptivity. I feel like for you guys, it's just a matter of being open to the energy of forgiveness in and of itself, right? Like this is an energy where it's like, if you're just open to being willing to forgive, you'll find that it is easy to let go and to actually move forward. You know what I mean? Group number three, you guys got awareness. This is giving me vibes of like plot twist or like something you didn't know that might make it better for you, or not better, but like easier for you to let go, you know, forgive, move forward. Whatever happened, again, you may not have like the full story, something like that, but we will see when we get deeper into the readings. These are the piles, you guys. Again, 1, 2, and 3. So look them over. If you need more time or if you want to replay this little loop of me explaining, you know, the vibe that I picked up from each group just based on these cards, then you can do that. If you feel like you want to connect with spirit and pause this video, then you can also do that. You know, however you do that, right? And I will see you guys at whatever groups you decide to start with or go to. Group number one, we're going to start with you. And that's it. All right, group number one, you guys got Turning In. So immediately it gives me vibes because if you look at this woman and she's like meditating, around her is like, you know, a lot of shadowy figures, I feel like it's like a lot of skeletons from the past, a lot of skeletons in the closet. And skeletons don't have to be secrets, right? For some of you guys, this was secrets that you had to deal with from, you know, relationships and things came to light. That's just something coming through. But for others of you, the skeletons are just those bad memories. It's just when you think about a person or an experience, those negative emotions that come up and that are triggered for you, right? So let's go a little bit deeper and see what's going on. So I want to see, what was your connection like with this person? Like, I know this could be applied to multiple people. Take the lesson for what it is, but we're going to focus on the main event, right? Like we're not here to waste time or play around. We're getting straight to the main event that really did the most damage. So think of that person, think of that scenario, and let's see what was going on, what Spirit wants you to know at that time. Spirit, connect me to the energy of group one's connection with this person. What was the relationship like overall? What was the overall energy of the connection? For group one, what needs to be heard, said, and honored, Spirit? Thank you so much. For group one, what needs to be heard, said, and honored, Spirit? Thank you so much. Past life relationship. You have known each other before. Whoa. Connect me with the energy of group one's connection. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is working or is at work in your love life. What is the energy of this connection overall? Religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your spirit, by your religious upbringing or your spiritual path. Ooh, it's giving spiritual connection. It's giving, you know, universally ordained. It's giving this person came into your life at the right time for the right reasons. Getting to know each other as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So what I'm saying for you guys, group number one, is that you had a very, very deep connection with this person. Like you were, I was gonna say madly in love. Maybe some of you were, but really like this was a person, when you met them, maybe there was like a click where it's like, where have you been? I feel like I've known you my whole life, but I just met you yesterday type of vibe. Like, you know what I mean? Like things really probably moved fast with this person. And it's because, again, with religious factors, this is a card of like, God knew what he or she or it or they were doing when they put this person in your life. This is literally like a part of your spiritual path, a part of your fate, a part of your destiny. I was going to say a part of your karma. So for some of you guys, this was a karmic situation that you had to, or you were almost like you were fated to encounter, right? But with worth waiting for, you definitely had divine protection behind you. And I would say this person did too, but we're focused on you today, right? So you had a lot of divine protection behind you as you entered the situation. Like the angels kind of were like, all right, we're going to make sure that these two people align. When they're ready to align, it's going to be what it is. in this past life relationship, again, you have known each other before. This is not only confirmation that you guys have maybe spent at least more than one lifetime together, but that feeling, again, that's the feeling when you meet them. It's like, whoa, your soul recognizes their soul, or however that goes for you, right? It's a feeling. But let's see. Let's talk about the trauma. Let's talk about what went wrong, or how this person hurt group number one, how these people inflicted damage in their own ways. One more shuffle for group one. For group one, what was the issue? Abundance. Keep a positive mindset. Manifest exactly what you want. Gratitude, bliss. What was the issue? Talking. Interested. Conversing more. Waited message arrived. Text, call, email, hovering. What was the issue? Whoa. What was the issue? The chaser. Chaser and codependent relationship, fear of abandonment issue. Whoa. There it is. So at first I'm looking like, okay, Spirit, I see that everything was all good. Everything was all fine. You know, there was conversation. There was talking. There was a sense of, I didn't want to say somebody got ghosted. Somebody could have got ghosted. But I feel like group number one, you guys were like the chaser. Like maybe you were always the one to have to put energy into the relationship or into this person. We have coffee cup, meeting, conversing, savoring the moment, feeling uplifted, friendship. So yeah, this started off really, really sweet. And I feel like you ended up being the one to chase this person because you could have manifested a runner. Group number one, what I'm getting for you, right? I always say, do not shoot the messenger, you guys. I'm here to give it to you raw, like no shade, no tea, right? We got coffee, no shade, no tea. But I feel like for you guys, group number one, there was a situation where you guys are mad at somebody for running, but you already have the energy of a chaser. So law of attraction says you can only attract what resonates with your energy. If you're naturally a chaser and you have a wound of a chaser, like a fear of abandonment, so you chase people, right? Wouldn't that mean that you have to attract somebody in which you have to fulfill your role as the chaser? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like some of you guys are not looking at the bigger picture. You're maybe holding somebody accountable for leaving your life or running or playing a certain role where they did run, they did leave you, maybe they did abandon you, maybe they did ghost you. But I feel like you could be holding this against this person because you attracted a situation that was meant to teach you more than it was meant to kind of enable you. So let's talk about the lesson here, because it's kind of coming through already. I feel like with this chaser card being here, this was an energy of where your lesson was really to teach you your self-worth. That's first and foremost, right? One reason why you really need to forgive this person is because they were almost like a tool in the universe's plan to really show you something about you. Their involvement in your life was so much less about them and so much more about you, group number one. So when you are embodying the energy of the chaser, right, and you want to be mad at this person for leaving your life, the second part of the lesson is, what did them leaving you trigger you into feeling? Because when you're able to identify what the trigger was, what the feelings are that come up for you, then you can begin to release those feelings, and you no longer have to associate negative feelings with that person or with that scenario. It's more about what lives in you. What subconscious energy are you not aware of that's coming up to the surface that this person is bringing to the surface, so that you can heal it, and move forward and move forth as your best self. Ooh, let's talk about it. Let's use tarot now. I have my romantic tarot for you guys. I don't really use her too much because I'm just now getting acquainted, or I'm recently getting acquainted with the way that they label the cards. It was a little bit hard, and I'm not the person that's going to run to the book every time, you know, that's just not me. But I did it at some point. I went to the book and I just started learning, and I'm like, okay, it makes a little bit of sense. So let's see what goes on. Let's see what the shenanigans are. What is the message of forgiveness for group number one, Spirit? What is the message of forgiveness for those tuning in and connecting with the energy of group one, power one? We have the Page of Pentacles. So somebody came in with an opportunity, but the opportunity was really an opportunity of growth. We have Temperance. We have the Ace of Swords. An opportunity to heal and to get truth and clarity. And I feel like the truth and clarity is about something that's going on inside of you. Some of you guys are like the Four of Cups in reverse. It's like, so you can finally see and uncover the ways in which you've been unhappy and what the root of your unhappiness is. I was going to say, some of you guys are like a broken rose. Maybe you've been like cut off at the root. You're not really aware of what the root is of your issue. And you're holding somebody else accountable for your I'm going to say your lack of healing. It is what it is. This is why we're here. This is what we're aware of. Now we can start doing the work. Now we have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, some of you guys didn't want to do the work. You weren't aware of... Some of you guys weren't aware of what the issue was. So how can you really do the work to resolve the issue? But now I feel like you're going to be able to do the work moving forward. However, I'm also seeing you're going to be getting the clarity about why something didn't work out. Okay, connecting with the energy and the viewers of group number 1 and the energy of forgiveness. What needs to be heard, said, and honored? Let me make sure this is the King of Wands in reverse, and the Knight of Cups in reverse. Yeah, why something didn't work out and why somebody left your life. Now, okay, group number 1, I see it clear as day here. We got the Four of Swords in reverse. Some of you guys are having issues quieting the mind. These energies behind you, those low vibrational memories and emotions that are attached to those memories, those old wounds that are still active for you. Some of you guys are trying to get to this place where you're able to tune in and quiet the mind, even though those energies are still present. But you're really operating from the Four of Swords in reverse. It's like this inability to quiet the mind, because what's going on is, when you think about this person, or when you think about what you've been through, is maybe how much you opened up to this person, how much you trusted that this would go somewhere, and then the fact that they left. The fact that something didn't work out the way that you expected it to. Five of Swords in reverse. Yeah, I mean, not in reverse, sorry, right side up. Something didn't work out the way you expected it to. Some of you guys feel like this person played mind games with you. Like, this is something that you're, I don't want to say holding against them, but like holding against them. When you think about this person, you remember them as somebody maybe who played mind games with you. Maybe you see this as a loss that you had to take. Let's talk about it. Group number 1. So, first 3 cards, Page of Pentacles, Temperance, and the Ace of Swords. Divine clarity came through a situation in which you needed to find some type of balance and some type of healing for yourself, right? Like, this was, remember I was saying, look for the blessing in the situation, right? Look for the, well, sorry, I said the lesson, but aka the blessing too, right? Because the lesson really teaches you, you grow, you expand, and that's the blessing in and of itself. So I feel like some of you guys didn't realize that this person was really coming with an opportunity for you to find some type of healing, right? But for that healing to come into play, you had to get cut. You had to see what the wound was so you can know what you're dealing with. The awareness had to come through the experience. And it's not, again, to say that people should never be held accountable for their actions, but this is what happens, group number 1. It's not for you to hold anybody accountable for their actions. You can only be accountable for the things that you do. That's what Judgment Day is, right? When you get your karma for what you do. You don't ever get karma for what other people do. We're not talking about generational karma. That's something else. I'm talking about individualistically, right? When your best friend goes and does something off on her own or his own, right? And they reap their karma, that has nothing to do with you unless you were directly influenced or interconnected to that situation. But let's say you weren't, and you were in your own separate part of the world, neck of the woods, whatever, doing your thing. Your best friend goes and does their thing. They get their karma, that has nothing to do with you. I say that to say, you're not responsible for making sure this person reaps justice, or this person suffers, or this person gets what they're supposed to get, or again, making sure they're holding themselves or being held accountable. That's for them to do. All you can do is hold yourself accountable for the role that you played in the scenario. Now, I'm not saying you were a bad person. Group number 1, I'm not saying that you did something wrong to this person. You could have been the absolute epitome of what the perfect partner embodies on the outside. Energetically, you showed up as the chaser. Now, I do want to say, if you were the runner and your person was the chaser, then flip the energies around as it needs to be. But group number 1, I'm getting the vibes that if you're watching this, you were the chaser. Somebody left your life. basically reawakening that abandonment wound. It got sliced right back open. Point blank, period. And so now the wound is here, but look at what we have going on. The wound is here to show you 4 cups in reverse, 8 of pentacles in reverse. Why something hasn't been working, why something hasn't been contributing to your happiness. Maybe you were externalizing your happiness. You're seeing how that wasn't working. I feel like you're becoming aware of what makes you unhappy and what was the root of the unhappiness to begin with. I feel like it's twofold. Like you're learning more about maybe the type of energy you want in a connection. Maybe this person leaving or ghosting you or like going about things the way that they went about things. Maybe this awakened you to like how you want to experience life and connectivity and relationships going forward, right? Like, boom, let's say somebody ghosts you. The fact that you experienced that and you didn't like it automatically puts into your subconscious mind, like, okay, the opposite, let's say. Somebody ghosted me, I didn't like that. I would like somebody to not do those things. Somebody who could be, you know, communicative and show up and be reliable and be, you know, a good friend to me or a good partner to me or whatever the case is, right? So I feel like you were shown what wasn't working, what is working, what you don't like, what you do like, but also you were shown the root of why maybe relationships haven't been working or why this particular situation didn't work out and why it wasn't meant to. Because I see that you hold somebody, like your perspective of how you view how you view the person who left. It's almost like they left with your heart, they left with your emotions, they left with your cup of love. The Knight of Cups in reverse and the King of Wands in reverse. It's like this person, you probably feel like this person used you, they charmed you, and then they left with your heart. Like you might feel really damaged and really abused by this person. Maybe you feel like this person, you know, treated you bad and all you tried to do was offer them your cup of love. However this worked out and you found yourself chasing them and craving their love and their affection. And the more you chased, the further they went, basically. And so I feel like for you guys, this is what's being shown to you every time this abandonment wound is awoken, right? Every time this wound gets activated and it's revealed to you, it's like almost like peeling back layers of an onion. You go deeper and deeper every single time, and you start to realize the ways in which some of your old energies from your past contributed to the situation for you manifesting it, and all types of stuff like all types of stuff. The rabbit hole goes deep, period. So let's get some clarifiers. And then we'll end with some spiritual reminders when it comes to love. Stuff that you should keep in the back of your mind that'll make it easier for you to let go and forgive, you know, the interaction that you had with this person. Tell me about this Page of Pentacles, Spirit. Tell me about this Page of Pentacles. Mule. Someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. So you could have been dealing with somebody who came with that energy. This could have been a person who came into your life, and again, you tried to, you know, give them your love and give them this and give them that, and all you wanted in exchange was maybe some love and some affection back, and they couldn't do that. They couldn't reciprocate. Maybe they left and you found that you were chasing them, or maybe you were chasing them while they were in your life still, or in your, you know, you guys were together still, but you just found that you were always constantly seeking what it was that you felt like you needed from this person. And this person just refused to, you know, to yield or to bend or to change. Whoa. Whoa. Okay, let me pick these up, you guys. Spirit, talk to me. Oh, I didn't see you here. You are on the Ace of Swords. I'm going to leave you there. Caterpillar, things will not always be this way. A change is coming. I feel like this is, as you go deeper into your wound, as the wound is revealed to you, group number 1, you're going to realize that things are going to change because your awareness of what's going on and your awareness of self is changing. Let me see. Temperance, we have Finger, warning you of a problem either now or in the near future. So I feel like this person came and you were seeing the ways in which maybe you had to try to compromise or conform, right? Temperance is about being tempered, not giving too much to one side or the other. To me, that sounds like a really big compromise. And some of you guys were really giving too much, like you were untempered in this relationship. And I feel like this was something that wasn't reciprocated. Like maybe it started off beautifully, but then you realized you were the only one putting in some type of energy towards this situation. And I feel like that was the red flag right there. Like you were putting forth more than what was being gifted back to you. You didn't realize that you deserved more than what you were settling for, right? That's okay. Four of Cups, please. What's going on here? Staff, you will be taken care of in difficult times. So as you are going down the rabbit hole of your unhappy emotions, do know that things are working out for you, right? Like, I feel like Spirit wants to remind you that it's okay to go deep and to go assess or to go understand the pain, right? Some of you guys are holding on to the pain and you don't really want to release what's making you happy, but I feel what's making you unhappy. But I feel like for a lot of you, Spirit wants you to know that things are being worked out on your behalf. Remember, I told you, it's like the angels came and brought this person into your life at the right time. You're being taken care of behind the scenes, even if it feels painful and even if it feels like you're not, right? Okay, so now we have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, Spirit. What is this about? Basket, recognition, reward for merit. So I feel like some of you guys, this is all you wanted, right? Eight of Pentacles is about not putting in, well, it could be twofold. It could be working too much or pulling back your energy. I feel like some of you guys did both. Well, excuse me, I feel like some of you guys did one and the other person did the other. So somebody was pulling back their energy, somebody was overworking. That is what I feel like was going on. And with this card, Basket, I feel like you just wanted recognition for all of the energy you were putting in, all of the, you know, the work you were putting to make the relationship stay together, or to make things, you know, be as copacetic as they could be. And for some of you guys, it just was what it was. It was this person, again, being stubborn, like the mule, being unwilling to bend, being unwilling to, this could have been a fixed energy, Scorpio, Leo, Taurus, or Aquarius, or they could have had that in their chart. But again, very like fixed energy, very stuck energy. They weren't willing to compromise. And so group number one, this is kind of what hurt you. This is what made you feel maybe like you weren't worthy, or made you feel like you had to continuously chase. Again, this person, like the wound of the chaser is really the wound of, I don't want somebody to leave me. I don't want to be alone, right? Let's talk about this King of Wands in reverse, Spirit. What is going on here with this King of Wands in reverse? Whoa. Tell me about this King of Wands in reverse, Spirit. Thank you. Handshake. A meeting with a stranger can be important. We got Dolphin. Okay. So, give me one more for this one. Lobster financial pinch. Ooh. With this lobster financial pinch, as a sidebar, some of you guys could have been in a situation with a person where maybe you gave them a lot of your money and left yourself kind of like not high and dry, maybe high and dry, but gave this person like a lot of your financials, you know, maybe to like treat them or to spoil them, because the King of Wands loves to be pampered. So maybe some of you guys, you know, you gave your money or you spoiled this person, you spent a lot of your money on them. Again, exchanging energy, exchanging energy, and not too much was reciprocated. Okay. It's so funny too, because a meeting with a stranger could be important. I feel like this is that past life energy where you meet this person and it just feels very connected. It's like, I've known you before. This was an important event in your life. Let's talk about the Knight of Cups in reverse. Por favor. Okay. If it comes out, I'll take it. I just saw something, you guys, but I want to see what Spirit is going to say, because it's feeling like some of you guys also, as a result, you can't, again, like there's this lack of confidence, and I feel like this lack of trust when it comes to moving forward. This could be with your life, with stability, but this could also be with love and romance, right? Trusting somebody, giving your heart to another person, feeling like maybe you can't do it after what you've been through. Let's talk about this Knight of Cups in reverse, Spirit. What's going on here? Heart. Love, deep affection, and caring. And I was just saying, it's like some of you guys feel like you can't... Do I have to sneeze? Ooh, excuse me. As I was saying, some of you guys feel like you can't give your love, your affection to another person because of what you've been through. We have Cain. Pay attention to your health. Being mindful that negative emotions can take a toll on your health. So if you are not letting go, if you are not forgiving people, you know, I feel like Spirit wants you to know that this could make you First of all, stress can age you, right? So don't be surprised if you're holding on to a lot of negativity or a lot of animosity, and you know, you start to see fine lines and wrinkles show up, right? If you start to feel aches and pains in your body, stuff like that. Some of you guys could be going through just certain scenarios in your physical health that are linked to your emotional instability, because you're still holding on to negativity that's kind of throwing the positive off kilter, right? That temperance card, being not too far to the left or too far to the right, being right in the middle, being centered and being grounded, right? So let's see. Any messages for the collective? What needs to be heard, said, and honored? Whoa, whoa. Collective. Ah. All right, we got them. Overall message from Spirit says, love who you are. Now, wasn't I saying some of you guys may have, like, it's twofold, right? You may feel like you don't want to give your love to another person going forward, but you also may feel like, you know, like this took a damper on your confidence. Like, it made you feel like you weren't worth as much, or you weren't valuable, or who you are as a person isn't something to be treasured, or someone to be treasured, right? So it says, you are divine, delightful, and deserving of the wonderful things life has to offer. Group number 1. So that's the reminder from Spirit right there. Like, love who you are. If you truly want to forgive this person, it starts by loving you, right? When you forgive people, it's not for them, it's for you. And I was saying, it's like you releasing these emotions has a direct effect on your health. No one else's health but yours, right? Again, that scenario where, like, your friend has their own karma, you have your own karma. You guys, I am going crazy. Why do I feel like this microphone was not so high before? Maybe I moved it. But anyway, you don't have control or say over what this other person does, how they heal, how they forgive, let go, how they process, whatever. You just have control over your actions, your response to life, and what you do going forward. And I feel like, again, the forgiveness is really helping you. Like, I know you had maybe expectations. I know you put a lot of energy into this connection, and I know you put, like, you know, a lot of your heart and your emotions into this person. This was never meant to be what you thought it was. This was meant to be a wound opener so that you can finally see the wound for what it is and let it go, right? I'm getting a download also that some of you guys could have gotten this wound from childhood, like the first people to make you feel abandoned typically is someone in your family or someone that you hold close to you when you're younger, maybe like a parental figure or something like that, right? But some of you guys have dealt with maybe siblings or, you know, parents abandoning you or feeling like they are too distant, which causes that abandonment wound as well. Food for thought, right? The heart of the matter. There's more going on than meets the eye. Group number 1, I just said, like, it goes deep. It's not just, you know, oh, this is love, this is romance, somebody left me. No. There's more going on than meets the eye. This wound is so deep that it probably goes into family matters, family ties, right? We have forgiveness. Whoa, group number 1. What's going on? Nothing is gained by holding on to past disappointments. You don't benefit by holding on to all of the resentments and all of the anger and the frustrations, the negativity, right? By letting it go, you're actually helping you. You're improving your health. You're aligning yourself with more high vibrational frequencies. Things are working out for you, right? Lastly, we have for you group number 1, action. Speak loudly. Express your love through action. So for some of you guys, you're going to have to show that you've moved on. You're going to have to show that you've forgiven this person. You may get tested. Where the universe, and I don't want to say tested in that sense, right? But you may get an experience that is coming to really give you a little bit of an assessment, right? As to where you are. Let me drink some tea before we move on. Or should I say before we conclude, because this is really it. But you may have an experience come up where this person kind of comes back around. It is retrograde season. This person comes back around and you're forced to kind of maybe have a conversation with them or something like that. Or someone else comes and reawakens this wound and it brings up everything from your past. And you're going to be in a predicament or in a situation where your actions are going to have to speak louder than those words. You can say, I forgive this person, but do your actions say, I've let go of the wound? And that's on period. So group number 1, that is what I have for you. Thank you so much for vibing. If you guys are going over to groups 2 or 3, I will see you there. But if you're stopping here, thank you again. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I love you. Peace out. All right, group number 2, if you chose the receptivity card, then I was saying to you guys earlier that maybe you just need to be open to the spirit of forgiveness, right? Just be open and receptive to letting it in. And it's just that easy for you. So we're going to take a look at the dynamic between you and this person. Now, I know that I said it could be multiple people, you guys, and take it as it resonates, right? Like the lesson of this overall can apply to so many different people, but I feel like this is really meant to apply to that one specific situation or scenario or person that really just took the cake. Like there's always one person that, inflicted more damage than the rest. Focus on that person. That's who we're here to talk about today, because that's the wound we're going to be taking a look at. Connecting with the viewers of group number 2. Power number 2 needs to be heard, said an honest spirit. What was the connection like between group number 2 and their person? What was the relationship like? What was the connection like between group number 2 and their person? What was the relationship like between group number 2 and their person? What was the relationship like between group number 2 and their person? This person could also be the type to apologize to you, and you may just be needing to just like accept it, right? Some of you guys may not trust apologies coming from certain people. Food for thought. What was the relationship like? I just saw separation. This could have been a breakup to makeup type of vibe too. Or like healing family issues. Whoa. What was the relationship like for group number 2 and their person? Express your love. What was the relationship like between group number 2 and their person? What was the relationship like? If I get 2 more cards, I'm just going to take the 2. I was looking for only 1. What was the relationship like between group number 2 and their person? Passion. Ooh. Okay. Ooh. Group number 2. Group number 2. I'm picking up different vibes. So obviously this is a general reading, you guys. Take it as it resonates, because not all of you are going to have the same story. But I'm picking up on somebody who let family come in between a true love story. You could be mad about that. I'm picking up on somebody who brought their family issues and generational trauma into a scenario where there was so much love, but there could have been a lot of toxicity as well. But with true love, this is the romance of a lifetime. The overall dynamic of this connection was like fairy tale vibes. Maybe you and this person were really, really in love. You guys had a lot of passion, right? Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. You guys had a lot of affection. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. This could have been a person who really maybe showered you with gifts, or they really spoke your love language and they showed it to you on a regular. But there was just something deep down, an element of toxicity present in this connection. With this healing family issues, your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Being open to the energy of forgiveness. Somebody brought the lack of forgiveness down from generations. Now, it could have been that person bringing their own generational toxicity to you, but it could have been you, viewer for group number 2, that brought like this lack of forgiveness that you have going on in your own family dynamic into a relationship. So let's say, you've been through things with your family and you've just had it and you're like, you know what, I'm done giving second chances to people, my family or the people who I consider close to me like family. They've done too much, they've screwed me over too many times. And then you meet this person where it's so much love, so much passion, the love of a lifetime, and they do one thing or they do something and they're very apologetic. They're trying to let you know that they're sorry, and you're just like not one to give second, third, fourth, fifth chances. I'm sensing that there's a lack of unconditional love, and that's why you're not allowing the forgiveness energy to, like, you're not really receptive to it, group number 2, right? Look at it this way. The universe doesn't say, oh, I forgive you, only if you do this. The universe forgives you just because the universe knows that you're a human. You've descended from your spiritual form into human form, which means there's a lot of shit going on, right? And so I say that to say, when the universe knows that we're human, we're flawed, we're going to do things that, go against our soul. That's what a sin is, to really turn against your soul, right? So when you're doing that, God is not looking at you like, I'm not giving you no more chances. That's it. It's done. God is a God, or the universe is a universe of unconditional love. I feel like some of you guys are lacking in that department a little bit, and that's why you're not really open to what's going on in this connection. Or like, this person, maybe they're not trying to come back and be with you, but maybe they really want to make amends and you're just not letting them. Group number 2. This is kind of what I'm vibing with. But Let's see what's going on here. For that healing family issues, I just looked at that card, group number 2, and my stomach turned. Like, there's some real things going on in the situation with you and your family, or this person and their family. And I'm really getting the vibes like, yes, somebody could have had, like, you know, for a few of you in a group, like, somebody could have had family come in between you guys, break you guys up. But I feel like the real problem is that somebody's bringing familial patterns into this connection. And some of those familial patterns look like no second chances. That's kind of what it's giving. What is the issue? What is the wound, Spirit? What is the issue? What is the wound, Spirit? All right, we'll take this one first. We have keys on a ring, many options, decision, unconventional, string along, one night stand. So that could have been the situation. Maybe somebody found out it was a third party situation going on. But again, this person could have tried to make amends or tried to apologize, or maybe there was just miscommunication on the person's part. We got, okay, we'll take it. Girl with the snake, empath, narcissist paradigm, being charmed to use, enable boundaries. Ooh. And then separation, sadness, missing you, thinking about you, yearning, unsure of the future. Ooh, yeah. Let me say this. Some of you guys have come with a perspective. Dragonfly, being lighthearted, finding out things coming to light, adapt, change, heal. Somebody found out it was a third party situation going on, or somebody else, there's too many hands in the pot, so to speak. Or you know that you just were not the only one trying to be the only one, whatever the case may be. But I feel like there was somebody else involved. And I feel like, you know, you may have given a lot to this person, but in the end, you ended up feeling like maybe you were caught up with somebody who was a narcissist, who really only put themselves first, who really only considered themselves first. You guys, I have to be real. I'm not saying that that's not, you know, the case, or, you know, that wasn't your truth. But what I'm feeling is the other side of that story. I'm feeling like somebody had, you know, a situation where maybe they went through a phase. Like, we all go through in our lives narcissistic phases, right? A lot of us go through it as kids and then we grow out of it, but some people just don't. Some people, the phase sets in later on in life. But, you know, everybody has their own walk, their own journey to walk, or whatever the case is. For you guys, group number 2, I feel like this person, they had narcissistic tendencies, but it wasn't coming from the place that you think it was. Like, it was coming from them maybe also mirroring you, and they had family issues. Maybe they were neglected by their family, and so now the world just began to revolve around them. Maybe they didn't feel safe and loved, so they had to have other hands in the pot, or, you know, extra things going on. But I feel like the universe wants you to have empathy. That's what I'm feeling, like empathy for this person. Now, you could be like, oh my God, this person was, like, you know, verbally abusive to me, or this person did certain things to me, said certain things to me, or treated me a certain type of way. And I'm not, again, trying to take away from your truth, but what I am feeling is the other side of the equation. You have your side and what you encountered, what you experienced, but that person on the other side giving you that treatment, they say hurt people hurt people. I feel like this is what happened. Like, you encountered somebody as an empath. Maybe you have absorbed so much from, you know, family trauma, from friend trauma, from relationships prior to this one. And when you got to this one, this person just so happened to be a little bit more narcissistic than what you were ready for. And I feel like you shut down. Enable boundaries was the last phrase on that card. That's kind of what I was feeling. It's like the boundaries grew so strong that you guys weren't even able to say, you know what? If you're open to apologizing, I'm willing to accept it. I feel like the boundaries shut out even an apology. That's what I'm feeling for you guys, group number 2. I'm feeling so sad for some reason. Almost like, because this passion and express your love is like, there's a lot of energy going on here. There's a lot of chemistry, a lot of romance. That energy, it usually feels very good. But with that healing family issues, it was bound to show that something was toxic about this, because, again, familial patterns being passed down, something came to light, you found something out. Maybe you're used to people, you know, lying to you or hiding things from you, or not being able to trust people, and it just manifested again in this connection. It's a reflection of your wounding, group number 2. Heartbroken is the unseen energy. Deeply hurt, sad, separation, breakup, feeling lost, grieving, mourning. Some of you guys are still in this energy where this is how you feel, but you just won't be open to the energy of letting it go. it's almost like holding on to the sadness, holding on to the pain, but willingly. Like you're willing to hold on to this negative emotion, but you're not willing to let it go. It's kind of what I'm seeing. Whoa. All right, let's keep going, group 2. This is the wound. So now let's talk more about it, Spirit. What do you want them to know about the energy of forgiveness? How can they let go? What's going on here, Spirit? For group number 2, connecting with the viewers for Power 2, group 2, what needs to be heard and honored? How can they let go? How can they forgive, Spirit? What needs to be heard? What needs to be said? What needs to be honored? How can group number 2 let go, Spirit? How can they forgive? What needs to be heard? What needs to be said? What needs to be honored? How can group number 2 let go? How can group number 2 forgive? One more shuffle. Whoa. Group 2. That's intense, you know? It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. For group 2, how can they let go? How can they heal? How can they let go? How can they heal? How can they forgive? We have the 2 of Swords. Seeing both sides of the perspective and making a judgment call. Whoa! I don't know if it was you guys I was talking to, group number 2, or if it was group number 1, but I was talking about Judgment Day. I think it was group number 1. And I was saying on Judgment Day, you're only responsible for your karma, right? For the decisions that you make and for your reactions, for your responses to the experiences that you have in life. Not anything anybody else does. You're not responsible for holding anybody else accountable or anything like that. I feel like the universe is asking you to make a decision. 2 of Swords and Judgment. Like, it's like, just say yes already. Just say yes to what you know. Because some of you guys consider forgiving this person. Like, your heart is split. It's like, maybe you're soft enough because enough time has passed where it doesn't, the energy of when you remember, oh my God, when you remember what happened doesn't feel as bad, you know, and maybe you think about this person and you think less bad things now and a little bit more positive things now, you know, in comparison to where you were before when you thought about this person. And so I say that to say, like, maybe over time your heart has softened just a little bit and you still, with your ego, are willing to hold on to, you know, what happened, or hold on to, you know, the pain of the situation or what this person did, how they treated you, the fact that they couldn't choose you, or things just weren't, they didn't go the way you expected. Maybe you gave to this person and they were just like an energy vampire to you and you had to go, or they left you. But I feel like you guys are the ones that separated group number 2. I feel like you put your foot down, you enabled boundaries, and you left this person. We have the 10 of Pentacles in reverse, broken home. Yeah, this could have been a divorce for some of you guys if you were married, or just a very long-term connection, or what felt like a long-term connection that, you know, there could have been a lot that you experienced in this connection with this person and it came to an end. I see that. 8 of Cups, I told you, somebody walked away. It was you. Group number 2, I knew it. I could feel it. Somebody walked away. They broke up a long-term partnership. 7 of Wands. How did you want this? Right side up. Yeah, and then they put up walls. They walked away. They put up, whoa. Walked away. They put up walls. Yes, I felt that. That hurt. Group number 2. We got some talking to do, you guys. Anything else, Spirit? How can they forgive? What do they need to know? For group number 2, for the person, the ex that hurt them, that past person, or it could be somebody they're still connected with now. Well, no, not you guys, but maybe one of the groups. You guys are in separation. I feel like you guys are not even talking to this person. Like, again, I'm feeling like not being receptive to this person's, you know, they could be reaching out, they could be dropping little, you know, feelers, and you're just like shut down mode. Nope, 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 don't come over here, don't look over here. The 3 of Cups. Yeah, really guarded against reconciliation. Wow. Back of the deck energy, the 8 of Pentacles. I feel like a lot of you guys are focused on other things, or like you turned your focus from love to maybe your work or working on yourself. But unseen energy. The King of Pentacles in reverse. I felt it. Yeah, some of you guys distract yourself with like work, with money, with finances, or like other worldly materialistic matters. I feel like some of you guys are distracting yourself from the fact that you're hurt at this time. Like, you could be watching this and you could have watched this, you know, just to watch it, not really thinking that you needed to hear this message. But I do feel like a lot of you guys, I keep feeling sad, and I'm not picking up that emotion for no reason. A lot of you guys are hurt, and I feel like you're using work as a distraction. Yeah, ignoring your intuition. Ignoring your intuition with the High Priestess in reverse here. Using work as a distraction. Some of you guys could be We're in Capricorn season. I'm just going to say it. I could be talking to a group of Capricorns right now. Or just people who are ambitious, right? My go-getters, my entrepreneurs, my 9-to-5 workers who work daily 9 to 5 faithfully every day. I see y'all too, you know. But again, I feel like there's a lot of like suppression or just like ignoring of the feelings. So we have the Two of Swords with the Judgment card, and I feel like there's this asking of the universe, of your guides, to really let go. I'm hearing let go and let God have his way. I used to go to church, so there was this song, I'm not gonna sing it. It had like this, well, the way they used to play it, had like this little Caribbean beat. It was nice. And it was like, let go, let God have his way. I feel like God wants you to be open and receptive, not again to like necessarily getting back with this person, but to making amends and to, you know, not burning bridges is what I'm feeling. Some of you guys decided like it was time to really walk away from this person and to really put up some boundaries. Like I feel that. And a lot of you guys decided to do that. Like you made up your mind, you stuck to your word, and you haven't really looked back since. Like I feel like, again, there's no contact. This person could have tried to reach out to you maybe a couple of times, maybe 3 times. We have the 3 of Cups. But I feel like this person tried to put out like, you know, positive vibes towards you. You weren't really receptive towards it. I feel like if you guys, you know, did receive like, you know, whatever they did, because maybe it was, you know, they could have sent a letter, you never got it. Maybe they sent you a text message, you changed your number, so you never got it, right? But if you did receive what they sent to you, or like the ways in which they tried to connect with you in small ways, I feel like you guys were just very like cold towards it. Like you really weren't having it, babe. And it was what it was. I feel like a lot of you guys were like, no, I've seen too much going on. Oh, this could also be like with healing family issues. This could also be like you've seen other people get maybe mistreated or abused around you, and you just, in your family, or like, you know, in people like in your life growing up, and you're just like, yo, I'm not going to be these people. I refuse to let, you know, myself get taken advantage in the ways that I said that I would never do when I watched it happen to other people. Right? You know, when you're watching a movie, especially like if you know Lifetime movies, if you know, you know, watching a Lifetime movie, you know how many times I said I would never be the person that gets their heart broken. I'd never be the person that gets cheated on. And I've gone through not every single experience, but some of the ones that I said it would never be me. The universe was like, girl, let me give you a joke, because it definitely will be you. Like, I'm like, what? But I feel like some of you guys were like, no, it's not going to be me. It's going to be me. Backstreet Boys, or is that NSYNC? I feel like that's Justin Timberlake, NSYNC. Every little thing I do, never is enough for you. And you don't want to lose it again. Maybe that's a song you guys need to go listen to. I might tag that in the what's that called? The description, you guys. Because I feel like maybe that's how you guys felt. Like you gave. This person just used you. They had you as an option. Let's talk about this Two of Swords, Spirit. What's going on here? Oh, let's talk about this Two of Swords. We got Dagger, fear, worries, tense situations. Yeah, some of you guys are split because you're holding on to the fear of maybe something happening again. Some of you guys are like, you know, I could let this go. I could forgive this person. But if I do, what if it happens again? If I let them come back, what if it happens again? You know, if I let my guard down, what if it happens again? It doesn't even have to be with the same person, but what if it just happens again with somebody else, right? What is Judgment? Dog barking, advice from a friend. Oh, so somebody, this could be your angels acting as a friend or acting through a friend. You could be getting friendly advice from somebody telling you, like, you know, make a decision to just finally let go and like move forward and just forgive that person. We got dealings or relationships with a man, and it fell right on top of 7 of Wands, so I'll take it. Some of you guys were this, I could be talking to a group of women. You were in a relationship with a man, and now you are guarded against this said man. You know what I mean? My gosh. Okay, can we talk about this 10 of Pentacles in reverse, please? Shield, need to defend yourself. Oh my God. Can I make this up, group number 2? Y'all know I know. Church bells, I know you know. Come on, I was just talking about the church song, you guys. Alignment, look, shield. You need to defend yourself. With the 10 of Pentacles in reverse, some of you guys are like, I will not, you know, come from a broken or allow this broken relationship, broken marriage to define me. Like some of you guys are using a career as a way to kind of like, ooh. They said take it. Where's that? Look. Pay attention to your work and chair filled. Someone who is entering your life. I'm going to use that there. That's the only last one. It is what it is. Look at this. Look at this. Okay. Group number 2. Let's talk about it. I was saying some of you guys are protecting yourself, from breakup. Some of you guys left to prevent yourself from being left. Some of you guys left because you just felt like it was already a broken situation and you just needed to protect your feelings. Like, why continue to get your feelings hurt with somebody who, treated you like they were narcissistic, or somebody who had you as an option, or somebody who just didn't value you the way you felt like you needed to be valued. So what'd you do? You walked away, 8 of Cups, and then what? Paid attention to your work with the desk. I'm telling you, like, I'm talking to, if you guys are not Capricorns, I'm talking to some ambitious ass people, because legit, I'm seeing it here. Like, I feel like a lot of you guys have distracted yourselves with work, and I do feel like it is also to like accomplish something, like to show somebody like, you're not going to shit on me, you're not going to treat me like an option and think that I'm not going to get my lick back. That's kind of what it's giving. And also that could be a reason why you guys are not receptive, because it's like you got to get your revenge first. It's like, I got to show up as my best self before I could forgive you, so you can know what you lost, or you can know what you missed out on, something like that. But we got the 3 of Cups, we have chair filled. Someone new is entering your life. I feel like this person tried to come back around with new energy and you just were like, no. That's kind of what I feel like. But I do feel like this person may try again, or like you're not done with this cycle with this person. This could be a person coming back around to try again with you at some point, right? Now, you may need to forgive this person because you guys may have a bigger purpose together than what you may realize or understand, right? This is not for all of you. Not all of you will be connecting with this person romantically again. Some of you, I feel like you will, though. And I'm just being honest, like Future said. Look, Future, I'm being honest. Some of you guys in the future will be reconnecting with this person. Oh my God. Well, let's get a message for the people then. Okay. Group number 2. This is what Spirit wants you to know in order to help you move on and forgive this person. Group number 2. This is what Spirit wants you to know. This is what Spirit wants you to know, group number 2. Focus on love. Look for the good in everyone. Remember, you saw this person as a narcissist, and I was saying it's like hurt people. It's like I kept feeling the other side of the situation. Not to say that this person didn't do what you say that they did. I fully believe you, right? Card number 24, which adds to 6. That's love, right? Look for the good in everyone. Come on, somebody. But I do feel like a lot of you guys, you labeled this person as something and you haven't changed your perspective on them. I feel like Spirit wants you to change the way you look at people. Look for the good in people, because this person, again, coming back around with new energy. I'm telling you, I could feel it. Like when I saw receptivity, I'm like, this person could be the type to apologize and you're just not hearing it. You're not having it. You're not with it. Like, no. You have people who have narcissistic tendencies that are not full-blown narcissists, but they are capable of realizing when they've done something to harm or, to violate another person's, free will or their personal space, or however it works, their emotions. And they'll apologize. For group number 2, what else you want them to know, Spirit? What's going on for group number 2? Okay. I'll flip that. We have, I love you. These are powerful words. So this person could be hitting you with the I love you, and you could be like, you know what? You're just trying to use me. You don't really love me. You were a narcissist. That's kind of what I'm feeling. But I also feel like I love you is something that you need to acknowledge. You can still have love for this person. And that love, I love you, saying it to the person, first of all, is powerful. Letting them know I forgive you. I love you. Whoo. I just felt that. Letting them know I forgive you, I love you. Do you know what that could do? Not even on some let's get back together, but on some I truly forgive you. I see the good in you. I love you as a person, as a brother or sister of the universe. No incest universally. If you guys hear my tummy, I apologize. I need to eat some lunch. It's late, but it is what it is. Be willing to express love to receive love. I was just saying, it's like You never even know by putting yourself out there, you know, what you could catalyze in the universe, in this cosmic world that we live in. Back of the deck energy, be authentic, be real and true to who you are and how you feel. I told you, some of you guys feel sad and you're ignoring your sadness with work. Some of you guys still have feelings for this person and you're disregarding that because you don't want to be vulnerable. You don't want to let the walls down, babe. Oh my God. But this is what Spirit wants you to understand. And this is how you can move in the direction of forgiveness when it comes to this person and any other person who's hurt you in the past. I feel like this was relevant. This was necessary for you guys, group number 2. And this really touched my heart space. Like, I really felt this message. I mean, it didn't resonate for my personal life, but I felt like, you know, I could understand. Like, I could empathize with you guys. I guess because I was in the midst of the energy. That being said, let me move on to group number 3. I love you guys so much. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe if this vibe for you, if this made sense for you, or if this helped you, you know, to feel like you can start forgiving this person or these people, you know, in some way, shape, or form. Let your girl know. I love to hear from you. Until next time, if you're going back to group 1 or over to group number 3, I will see you there. But if not, peace. All right, group number 3, the last but certainly not least group, you guys got awareness. So I was saying to you guys that this could be, you know, Spirit letting you know that maybe you're unable to forgive this person because you're not fully aware of, you know, the whole story, or you're not fully aware of something that would make it easier for you to forgive, or easier for you to let go, easier for you to show compassion or empathy, whatever the scenario may be. So let's get into it, you guys. Now, I know that I said this could be, you know, applied to so many people from your past, but we are going to focus on the one person who hurt you the most. Now, we all got that one. We could have, you know, we could have been hurt by multiple people multiple times. We could have been hurt by one person multiple times, but focus on that one person and that one experience that really just did it for you. You know what I mean? Like, it really hurt your feelings. Like, no shade, no tea. It was what it was. So connecting with the viewers of group 3, pile 3. What needs to be heard, said, and honored. I said pile 3. There's no pile yet, but there will be. Connecting with the viewers of group number 3, card number 3. What needs to be heard, said, and honored. What was the relationship like between group number 3 and their person, Spirit? We're going to get the tea on that first. We're going to see what the overall connection was like between you and your person. One more card, Spirit. What was the overall connection like between group number 3 and their person? Overall connection between group 3 and their person. Oof. Ooh. I don't like this, but we're going to talk about it. Group number 3. The first card that I saw was unrequited love. This is giving vibes of somebody didn't feel the same and somebody else was trying to maybe force it, right? There's not enough chemistry or attraction to keep this relationship going. Express your love. Well, the second one I saw was you deserve love, you are lovable. And it gave me vibes of like chaser energy, like, oh my God, you know, I need you to love me. Oh my God, I need you to be with me. Oh my God, I need you to treat me this way. Or, you know, and then we have express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So these 3 together just give me vibes of somebody who was trying to maybe put their love out there in a way to gain someone's affection, or to gain someone's love, or to have someone fall in love with them, or to keep somebody in love with them. And it just wasn't working. That kind of feels like the overall dynamic of this connection. So let's talk about it, group number 3. How can you move on and heal and forgive this person and let go? Let's talk about what the problem was. Spirit, what was the wound in this connection? Excuse me. What was the wound in this connection, Spirit? What needs to be heard, said, and honored? What was the wound in this connection? For pile 3, group 3, and their person, what was the wound? What was the problem in this connection? What went wrong? What was the issue in this connection? What went wrong? And how can they forgive and move on? What was the issue? What was the wound for group 3's connection? Boat. Receiving what you need. There was an issue with that. Progression, arriving, moving on, and closure issues. Didn't I say it's like somebody didn't feel the same and somebody may have tried to keep them around, you know, and give them all this love and affection and attention, and it just was not working out that way? But receiving what you need is what really stuck out to me just now. We're going to get 2 more cards, but that kind of gives me vibes of like, remember I was saying, you know, you were giving love in order for this person to kind of reciprocate the things that you need back, whether it be affection or whatever this is. I almost feel like that was part of the issue. That was part of the problem. Connecting with the energy of group number 3, Spirit, what needs to be heard said an honored hammer? Sabotage, rebuilding, interrogation, repetitive, persistent, working on it, persistent, working on it, repetitive. Those are the words. This unrequited love, you deserve love, express your love. It was a cycle, or it was like a constant drawn out phase where somebody was continuously trying to work on a connection, continuously trying to work on the dynamic because they really maybe wanted it, or they really, you know, had a problem moving on from this person. Sometimes you become so attached to somebody that it's really hard to separate yourself from this person, right? But let's see, one more card for the group number 3s. What needs to be heard said in honored, Spirit? For group number 3, heart with the key. Welcoming love, meeting the one, opening your heart, getting together, perfect. So somebody, I think, had expectations. That's what it feels like. It feels like somebody had expectations of like what this could be. Like somebody almost had, not foresight, that's the word for it, but it's like somebody had like a vision, or like let's go with vision because the other word is not coming to me. But somebody basically had a vision of what this could be, and they almost put this person on a pedestal, or they kind of set themselves up. Group number 3, I love you so much, but I'm going to say this to you with a lot of love because I love you so much. You set yourself up, babe. I feel like this person showed you in certain ways that they weren't truly for you, and you still put yourselves on them anyway. You could be upset with them because they couldn't reciprocate the love you had for them. It was unrequited, but it's not for you to be mad at this person. They just truly didn't feel the same. And you have such a big heart that all you wanted was somebody to just love you the way that you're capable of loving, but this person was not the one that had the key to your heart, which is why the key is separate. But your heart is unlocked because you're just willing to give all this love away to just anybody. And it's not a bad thing to give away love to everybody, but you have to be choosy with who you choose to involve yourself in a commitment with. And I feel like either you tried to commit to this person or you were committed to this person and they just did not feel the same. I like you. Someone likes you. Romance is blooming. Fun flirting. Want to date. So again, it's either you didn't get with this person because they didn't feel the same, or you were with this person and they didn't feel the same way you felt, and it showed, and it had an effect on you. I'm feeling vibes of like it maybe made you feel worse, like not worse, not worthless. Look at this, healing heart at the back with lightning. I feel like, look, healing from heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationship or addiction. Some of you guys are addicted to like feeling loved. It's almost like Spirit, give it to me. What am I feeling for group number 3? It's like not an abandonment wound, not a fear of being alone. It's like you just need to be loved, and when you're not, you feel like you're not worth anything, like when you don't receive love. I could be talking to some water signs in group number 3, right? But let's get into what we came here for, Spirit. How can group number 3 forgive, heal, and move on now that we're aware of, you know, some of the context behind what was going on in that situation or in that relationship? How can group number 1, group number 3 move on, forgive, heal, let go, let God, whatever may have you? But how can they get it done, Spirit? What do they need to know? What do they need to be aware of? For group number 3, what do they need to know? What do they need to be aware of? This is the 6 of Swords in reverse. That's the boat card. Not being able to move on. Interesting. We have the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. We have the 5 of Cups. Yeah, look at that. And this 5 of Cups, it depicts 2 women fighting basically, I guess, over a man. But I almost feel like some of you guys, you could have been competing with somebody for this person's affection or attention, something like that. But I really feel like some of you guys were fighting for this person's love, and you really felt the loss of it when they didn't reciprocate. Let's keep going. We have the Devil. And we had, what did it say? Freedom from toxic relationship or addiction. Some of you guys That's what I was saying. Some of you guys are addicted to, give it to me, Spirit. It has to deal with the 5 of Cups, you guys. In group number 3, some of you guys are addicted to like people who can't love you. People can't reciprocate. I want to get to the bottom of that. That's kind of coming through though as a vibe. Like, we have spiritual activity in my room. Okay. Interesting. I just saw something move and I'm like, yeah, okay. I used to be terribly frightened of ghosts and spiritual experiences, but I don't know. I'm working to overcome the energy of fear overall in my life. So when I see certain things, I just don't allow it to bother me. But I've been seeing really weird things all day. That's a whole sidebar. Let's get back to your reading, group number 3. Whoa. We have the 3 of Swords in reverse. That broken heart. We have Judgment in reverse. And we have the 2 of Swords in reverse. Some of you guys, because we got 7 cards out, right? And I always think, when I think of the number 7, I know so many life path 7s in my life personally, right? Like my friends and stuff like that. A lot of them are life path 7s. It's really weird. Like a lot of them, right? But when you think about the path of a life path 7, usually their lives are very lonely, very, what's the word? Like they spend a lot of time alone, but it's very dedicated to like the individual and not to like any pairing, right? Even though the 7th house is the house of relationships and partnerships, but the life path 7 often walks life alone. And so I feel like some of you guys, if you're not life path 7s, you got some 7 energy going on. This is the year of the 7, right? And I feel like some of you guys, it's giving me vibes. Let me get to the point, Sakira, of need, like, you know, maybe you were trying to get this person to love you or trying to be with this person or trying to pursue something with somebody when you were actually meant to be alone. 7. You get what I'm saying? At the back we have 2 of Wands. I feel like some of you guys, remember I said it's like you had a vision. Some of you guys were planning a future with this person. It's like you had a vision and this is what your future, when you looked at the future, it looked very optimistic because I feel like in your mind and in your heart, this person was in it, right? Unseen energy, what you didn't know was the 4 of, oh no, this is the Emperor in reverse. You were disempowered at that time and you were giving away your power to something. Some of you guys, this was like the key to your happiness. It's like, I'll be happy when I have this life with this person. And this was never meant to be the person for you. This was never meant to be your emperor, whether this is a woman or a man. Never meant to be the person who you build, you know, and who you build with and who you have like that power couple vibe with. That was never meant to be this person. But I also feel like, again, you were coming from a very disempowered place yourself. When you were planning the future, your perception or your field of awareness. Somebody is outside vibing with their loud car. It's New York, you guys. But your field of awareness itself, you weren't aware of certain things. You weren't aware of maybe certain woundings that were causing you to see life the way that you were seeing it, right? Or causing you to view this person in the situation the way that you were viewing it. So first card out is the 6 of Swords in reverse with the 10 of Pentacles. There was a breakup that somebody really could not, or some type of separation, like if you and this person were together, there was a breakup. But if you guys never were together, there was a crushing of a vision or a crushing of the dream of the future. Because the 10 of Pentacles, it can talk about, you know, your long-term goals being fulfilled and, you know, you getting to the bag and you having like all of the things that you finally have worked for, that accumulation, that build up, right? And so somebody's vision of building, I feel, has been wrecked. Point blank, period. And it's really hard for them to move on from it at this point. And it's really hard to forgive maybe the person. I feel like somebody, again, was fighting for somebody's love and they did not get it. This is talking about taking a loss, right? So what the person wanted, what you may have wanted from this person, you weren't able to get from them. And I feel like you may have made some bad decisions because of your ego. Some of you guys may have made, you know, some reckless decisions because you weren't able to move on from this person, not knowing that they were never meant to be your person. But maybe you were caught up in illusions. Maybe you were addicted to maybe, you know, the way that you felt. This person could have been very intoxicating for you in certain ways, right? Even if they couldn't reciprocate the love, maybe the connection you felt to them was enough. And you made some decisions that really weren't aligned with you. But we have the 3 of Swords with the 2 of Swords, both in reverse. I feel like the 3 of Swords in reverse is talking about this healing heart that you're needing to address. And the real source of your lack of forgiveness is not the fact that this person hurt you. It's the fact that you opened your heart to somebody who couldn't reciprocate, and you weren't aware at the time that they were not meant to be what you projected onto them. That's really it. Like, you broke, remember I said this, like, sorry to say, you set your own self up. Three of Swords, some of you guys are having a hard time coming to terms with how you were able to set your own self up. Two of Swords in reverse, it's like some of you guys are blind to the ways in which you broke your own heart. And the only person that's really needing to be forgiven at this point, I feel, is you guys. Look, the heart has a blindfold over it, right? Some of you guys are not aware of how you broke your own heart. So this is what I'm seeing, you guys. Let's get some clarification on the table. I'm going to end up closing the window because I don't know who decided that they wanted to play their music so loud, but you know, it is what it is. So connecting with the energy of group 3, pile 3, when needs to be heard, 7 on in spirit. You guys, let me close the window. All right, you guys, because somebody was really wailing outside, but you know what? You can still hear the music with the window closed anyway, so I guess it didn't make a difference. But at least it's a little bit more muted because nobody asked for a reggae fest in the middle of January. Come on. Labor Day isn't for another 8 months, but it's okay. People got to live their best life too, right? Let me just get these cards, you guys, because they decided to drop. Okay. Connecting with the energy of group 3 spirit. Talk to me about the 6 of Swords in reverse, please. Ear, good news. Okay. I feel like some of you guys were hopeful that maybe this person would change their mind. So maybe it's like, I'm getting like vibes of wishful thinking. Like, okay, well, maybe if I just stick around, or maybe if I hold out, or maybe if I just, like, you know, keep my line of interest open with this person, like me, or maybe if I just like keep going, keep expressing my love to this person, they will change their minds or they'll come around. That's not what that was. But I do feel like some of you guys were waiting to hear like this person finally tell you what you've been looking for. Maybe it's I love you. Maybe it's I want to be with you. Maybe it's I want to marry you. Whatever this is, I feel like some of you guys were putting your love out there in a sense where you wanted this person to do something, or you wanted them to be a certain way with you or reciprocate certain energy back to you, and they just didn't. Spirit, talk to me about this 10 of Pentacles, please. Right on the money. Flag. Do not be tempted to lower your standards. Whoa! No shade, no tea, babe. But what did I tell you? This was never meant to be your person. Do not be tempted to lower your standards. And I was saying, it's like some of you guys could have been addicted with the Devil card. This is a card of temptation. You could have been really addicted to this person, or like really tempted by this person's energy because of maybe how you felt about them, or the way you perceived them, or the chemistry exchange you had with them. But Spirit said it. Don't be tempted to lower your standards. Again, babe. I was going to say you broke your own heart, and Spirit said, girl, they heard it enough. Don't rub it in. I'm like, okay. All right, you guys. Spirit, talk to me about this 5 of Cups, please. Cobweb, protected from negative forces beyond your control. So yeah, there were things going on with this cobweb and the 5 of Cups. Remember, I was saying it's like some of you guys were fighting for this person's love, and you didn't get it. You took that loss. But that was the negativity that you experienced, and you were protected from it, right? Like the universe, they say man's rejection is God's protection. The universe was protecting you from this person, not saying that they're bad or they're evil or anything like that, but they were not your person. They are not your person, group number 3. And the universe knew that, and the universe was helping you out. What do we have for the Devil? Bull, plenty of material things. So that could have been why this person was so attractive to you, or why you were so addicted to them, or why you were so invigorated or enamored, I'll say, by them. Maybe they had a lot to offer materialistically, or maybe they dressed well. Maybe there was something physically about them that you were really, really attracted to. But I do feel like there was a reason why you were having like a hard time moving forward from this person, and it was more surface level than it was anything deep. Right? More superficial than it was anything of value or true substance, right? Nothing wrong with looking good, dressing nice, smelling good, whatever, keeping yourself up. But that's not all there is to, being attracted to somebody, right? Judgment. I feel like you were going to make a bad decision based off of something skin deep or something superficial. We have victory in some endeavor. Yeah, some of you guys were trying to have victory with this person. but it was a bad judgment call and the universe blocked it basically. And again, man's rejection is God's protection. This person may have shut it down. They may have let you know, like, listen, this isn't working, or I don't feel the same way, or I don't feel the way that I once did. You know, I don't love you anymore, or I don't want to be with you anymore, or, you know, I'm not ever going to be with you because I don't look at you that way. Whatever the case was, whatever this person said to you, or however they rejected you, this is what I'm seeing. It's like you really were determined to have victory. I was telling you, it's like you were fighting for this person's love. Whoever you guys are super ambitious. Group number 2 was ambitious, like with money and work, but you guys are super ambitious. Like when you want something, you go and get it. Group number 3 said, I want it, I got it. What are you talking about, Ariana Grande? Let's talk about this 3 of Swords in reverse. Boat, money or property through inheritance, winning or windfall. Let's talk about the 3 of Swords in reverse, please. Sunrise, new creative ideas, ventures, a fresh start. I feel like the sun will come out tomorrow is the song that's coming in my head right now. I feel like for you guys, it's like whatever process of healing you're about to go through as you release and forgive this person, the sun is going to come out tomorrow. You're going to have a fresh start. You're going to have an opportunity to start over. Maybe not with this person because, again, I don't feel like this person was meant to be your person. But you're going to have a fresh start when it comes to love and when it comes to romance. So long as you get through this healing process and not resist it, right? Pineapple, reconciliation. Some of you got with this 2 of Swords in reverse. Some of you guys are wondering, like, how could you ever reconcile or make amends with this person? I do feel like you will have a fresh start to do that as well. Like if you wrong this person, if you curse them out, if you let them know, like, you know, to hell with you, you ruined my life, or whatever the case is, I do feel like you'll have a chance to make some type of amends with this person, but I don't see it turning into a relationship. Ooh, Valley, deep personal strength and peace that assures success. That's the overall energy for you guys. And I feel like that's really what's coming through. It's like you guys are on your way to making peace, not only with this person, but more or less with yourself. And that's beautiful, group number 3. So lastly, we're going to close out with some words from Spirit, what they want you to know about how you can move on, how you can move forward, how you can forgive this person. Connecting with the viewers and the watchers and the people who are connecting energy with group number 3, who are tuned in and watching, and we got the cards we needed. Cool. You are limitless. You can do anything you choose. Some of you guys have felt limited because maybe things didn't work out with this person. Again, your vision for the future has been crushed, and maybe it made you feel like sometimes when you put a lot of effort behind something and it doesn't work out, a lot of times you'll feel like, you know, what you want in the future may never work out because you worked so hard for this thing, or you put in so much effort towards this thing or this person, this relationship, and it didn't work out. It wasn't meant to, right? But you are limitless. You can do whatever you choose. If you want to have a very beautiful connection with somebody, you can. You can manifest that. You can align with that and call that into your life, right? Demonstrate love. Find out what is important to those you love and act on it. So I feel like this is a form of like considering other people, right? Like with this unrequited energy, finding out what's important to those you love and acting on it. Like let's say you love this person but they can't love you back, finding out the ways in which that they want to be honored and the ways that they would want to be treated, right? Like not acting from your own emotional fulfillment, but actually considering what means something, what matters and what means something to somebody else is what Spirit wants you to take into consideration going forward. Because I do feel like group number 3, I was going to say number 2, group number 3, you didn't have the awareness at the time to really see what was going on. Like for some reason, it's like you were blind to the fact that you set yourself up, like you put yourself in this predicament with somebody who really didn't share the same vibes that you did, or they didn't share the same vision for the future that you did, whatever it was, right? But I feel like there's a part of you that did know, but you just didn't tap into that form of awareness because you were really focused on what you want. Spirit is telling you with this card to focus now on what other people want and to act on those things, because it's not just about what we want when it comes to love and when it comes to romance. You may have not forgiven this person because they didn't give you what you wanted, which was to be with them or to have something long term with them or to fulfill the future with them. That wasn't their purpose. Their purpose is not to be who and what you wanted to do, what you want and when you want, right? It's to be who they are and for you guys to have beautiful experiences together so that you can learn and grow and expand because of one another. So bringing it back home, right? Finding out what's important to people around you and not just focusing on what you need emotionally or what you want or desire. desire, right? That's definitely going to serve you well. And lastly, we have miracles and blessings. Everything has its gift. So this is definitely something that was meant to teach you. First of all, I feel like it was meant to teach you that you're worth like not settling. Where did I see that before? Don't be tempted to lower your standards, right? Like this, there may have been something or some things about this person that really wasn't truly aligned with you anyway, and you were willing to compromise because you really wanted them. Like you had your sights set on this person, and it just was what it was. But Spirit doesn't want you to compromise yourself in that way or to lower your standards. You can have everything that it is that you want to manifest when it comes to love, when it comes to romance, right? So long as you are coming from a place of awareness where you're not only aware of self and your own needs and what's going on inside of you, but you're also aware of where this other person is. And you're also aware of the fact that you attracted this person based on who you are in this now moment. Are you a person who only focuses on their own desires and what they want and their own vision? Or are you somebody who focuses on, the greater good of everybody? Maybe this is your vision, but if this person can't share it, does it make them a bad person? Right? Just a little food for thought, my baby. So this is what I have for you, group number 3. Thank you so much for vibing. If this made any sense for you, if this helped you, if this put things into a different perspective or some other context for you, comment down below. I love to hear from you guys. Thank you for allowing me to share some time, space, and energy with you. And until next time, I believe the next video will be on Friday. I love you. Peace out.